What's going on, guys? This is OBB, the diecast news guy, bringing you guys with another classic NASCAR diecast review. Today, this is going to be on a really cool diecast I picked up from '07, and I still had one of these in stock, but I just had to get this because this paint scheme is pretty damn cool, and heck, another nostalgic car that I have added to the collection. But yeah, I got this from '07 Race Collectibles. Check them out in the link down below. Great local diecast dealer. I recommend. It's very, very strongly recommend for the classic NASCAR diecast people out there. It is on Junebug, guys. We got Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2005 Oreo Ritz Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Chance 2 Motorsports. What a beautiful looking diecast, guys. This thing is just so memorable, even though he only drove it for one race in a very weird year for Chance 2 Motorsports. But let me just tell you what, guys, Dale Jr., man, always knows how to have a great looking paint scheme. And this one in particular with the Chance 2 Motorsports 81 is just something else, man. But let's go and kick off this diecast review and the official unboxing of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2005 Oreo Ritz Chance 2 car. Alrighty, guys, we got this diecast out of the box, and man, I just love vibing in that Ritz car. Oh, Jesus Christ, Brian, that's a dead meme. What? Stop trying to be cool, alright? Almost 26 years old. Let's just review this diecast, alright? Alright, so with that out of the picture, guys, what a beautiful diecast is this, guys. Such a simple looking paint scheme, guys, but a lot of great childhood memories with this car, guys. And just, my God, the nostalgia is just beautiful, man. The Oreo Ritz cars are always been some of my favorites with Dale Jr. because, you know, little did I know, guys, I mean, Dale Jr., if any of you guys not know, I was a big Dale Jr. fan. He was the driver that got me into NASCAR, and the rest was history from there. And eventually became an Edwards fan, and then, you know, the rest was history from there. But this paint scheme, man, there's just something about it, guys. I mean, you guys know me. I love those colorful, vibrant cars, especially when I was a kid. So when I saw this car ran at Daytona, one only time at Daytona, especially with this paint scheme, this was cool. And I love the Chance 2 Motorsports diecast. Even with the Truex cars, I mean, you guys know 2004, 2005 were really great seasons for Chance 2. Wasn't really for Dale Jr. because I think he only ran part-time, but it was good for Mark Truex Jr. because he was the, you know, the champion in both those years. So, you know, in Chance 2 Motorsports, man, I guess you could say this was... I guess you could say this was like, I don't know, the building blocks of what was going to be DEI slash eventually Junior Motorsports later down the road. I mean, they had so much great potential, and it's a shame the team closed down like after those seasons. I think Black Flags Matters did a video on them if you guys want to check them out. But Chance 2 Motorsports, my God, guys, and they had some really cool paint schemes, and there was a lot of good Oreo Ritz cars that we had, guys. I mean, I think he eventually carried over to the 8 car in 2006 with the blue and white car that he also ran in 2004. So, you know, but there's something about this 81 car that I just love, man. And I remember seeing a lot of stop motions in the early days of YouTube, especially, you know, one of my YouTube inspirations, Paul, if you guys know him as Lego NASCAR 88 fan. I remember when he ran this car a lot in the freaking, what is it, the Octon Cup Series, if I'm not mistaken. My God, so every time I see that, man, that just brings back a lot of great memories, not only in NASCAR, but also on the early days of YouTube. So shout out to Paul if you're watching this video. I know this is kind of like a surprising shout out, but man, I immediately thought of you when I saw this car, dude, because I just remember those early days of YouTube, and they were just something else. But really glad to see how YouTube, the NASCAR YouTube community, has come forward, and just man, just shout out to some of the OGs that we got right here in the freaking diecast, like stop motion community. But yeah, guys, the Oreo Ritz car, man, this thing, I mean, I'm not going to say I'm going to be vibing in this, but Dale Jr. was the one that did it, and he unfortunately didn't want this car, guys. He only ran this car once, and then his other 3 races that he ran were in the 81 Menards car, that nice bright orange, Dayglow orange that, you know, a lot of people might like. But this one was cool, guys. I always loved the Oreo Ritz car, and the Oreo Ritz sponsorship eventually went over to Tony Stewart. I did review Oreo Ritz car from him, and yeah, it's just a good combination, guys. You would just think, because, you know, Nabisco owns both Oreo and Ritz, and just, my goodness, even Fig Newtons, my goodness gracious, remember those things? I mean, this car literally is just filled with lots of nice junk food. Look like Nilla wafers, Nutter Butters. Comment below if you guys like any of this stuff. I mean, I do love me my Oreos, but another thing I love about these older NASCAR diecasts, look at this, guys. We got ourselves a Busch Series logo and a Busch Pole Award. Yeah, that's a great combination. You got yourselves, you know, your Oreo Ritz and your Fig Newtons, and then you can wash it all down with a Busch beer. Oh boy, that is quite the combination. Just don't show that to kids, for Christ's sakes. But another thing I like, guys, I like the 81 right here on top, guys. I mean, I like the yellow roof rails, but we got like a nice, it looks like almost like a gradient effect, kind of. I mean, you got like a dark blue, and then the 81's outlined with this nice, bright, vibrant blue, like from the Oreo logo. I mean, it's such a cool car. And this car is mostly all red, a nice, bright, vibrant red. I mean, it's not as vibrant on camera, but on person, guys, this thing is pretty damn red, and it's a nice red. I mean, as you guys know me, I'm a big fan of red. I mean, that is my channel color logo after all. My favorite color in general, so you know me, I'm gonna love that. But I like the font, I like the paint scheme. I mean, you got like these nice jagged curved lines. It's just, it's random, but it's simple at the same time, dude. And just how they curve to the back of the bumper. I mean, goodness gracious, man, these Gen 4 cars. And I even missed that as well, guys. I miss, I think, well, like the Chance 2 diecast, where the Chance 2 cars, I think they were the only ones that did this, but they had both numbers on the taillights, which I thought that was freaking cool. It was like, man, they know they mean business when you got both numbers on the freaking taillights. But this is such a cool car, guys. I really do like this one a lot. And even though it's a shame it was like a one and off car that he ran. I mean, I think it's the only time he ran the 81 Oreo Ritz car, and then he ran the 8. Because mostly he runs the number 8 Oreo Ritz, so this was definitely, you know, but it was for a good cause, considering, you know, Truex, you know, Truex was bringing that 8 Bass Pro car into victory lane like it was nothing during those 2 years, that Chance 2 in 2004 and 2005. But Junior did good while he could. I mean, my God, guys, I just have so many great memories of this car. It's not even funny. But yeah, comment below what you guys think about this diecast. And like I said, guys, if there's any other sponsors you see on this car that make you want to go out and get snacked, then I think this paint scheme has done its justice, because I am definitely craving some Oreos right about now. So I probably going to go ahead and wrap up this diecast review of Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s 2005 Oreo Ritz Chevrolet Monte Carlo for Chance 2 Motorsports. Comment, like, subscribe, and this has been OBB. See you guys next time on another diecast review.